exponent plays many vital roles in this community. But I've long contended that the most important role is community builder. We reach across the geographic, religious, political, economic, and demographic lines that too often divide us, forging a strong communal conversation for a common cause. All you have to do is look around this room, and you know that this is true. I can't tell you how many people have come up to me in the last half hour and said, "Gee, I don't know most of the people in this room." The Exponent is the place that brings people together. Here you are, representatives of synagogues, organizations, institutions, and businesses from across the region and across the divide. Of course, some of you may have forced yourself to come because you know if you didn't show up, you might not get coverage for your next event. Don't worry, you're right. I'm keeping track of who's here and who's not. Or maybe you came because it was free tickets to the best exhibit in town, and that you couldn't really pass that up either. But all joking aside, we know that you're here to support the Exponent, and we're deeply gratified for your presence. We're celebrating a really tremendous milestone here, and we want to be doing it with you. 125 years is a mighty long time, and the Jewish Exponent's status as the second oldest continuously published Jewish newspaper in America is as much a tribute to all of you here and the legacies that you represent as it is to the Exponent staffs who have produced this paper for a century and a quarter. The health of a society is often judged by its press, and no less is true of the Jewish world. We serve as a barometer, a thermometer, if you will, taking the temperature of our community. This is especially true of Jewish Philadelphia, which since colonial times boasted a proud Jewish press. Since that Exponent first rolled off the presses back in 1887, it has been the voice and the mirror of our community. We have chronicled our triumphs and our tragedies. We have informed, inspired, and engaged Jews, providing comfort, challenges, and connections. Above all, we have told the stories of our lives and your institutions. Lots and lots of stories. Much has changed in the past 125 years, both within American Jewry and in the world of media. It's no secret that the media industry and the newspaper industry has been having some difficulties in recent years, not just the Exponent. But while we too may be leaner, we continue to tell that story of where we as a community have been, where we are, and where we are going. For these efforts, as Dan mentioned, we've been honored by numerous awards, including named the best newspaper in the state, best weekly newspaper in the state of Pennsylvania. But while these outside plaudits are gratifying, what matters most is how we are judged by you and your constituencies. Despite our achievements, we will not rest on our laurels. Even as we pay homage to the past, we are simultaneously looking and working toward the future. Like all of the institutions represented in this room, the Exponent stands at a crossroads. We all recognize that in order to remain relevant and reach a new generation of Jews, we need to be doing business dramatically differently. To that end, we are deeply immersed, as Dan mentioned, in taking the steps needed to totally transform the Exponent, to find new ways to speak to the next generation of those who will shape our community. We are adapting what we do and how we do it, creating a new and vibrant blend of digital and print offerings. Later this year, you will see a new newspaper redesign and a complete overhaul of our online operation. JewishExponent.com will soon become the go-to destination to find out what's happening in Jewish Philadelphia, including the most comprehensive calendar of everything that's happening. And our social media presence will expand dramatically. And we will be looking to you to partner with us in this endeavor. If we've all learned anything in the last decade of economic and social upheaval, it's that collaboration is not just a buzzword, but a critical component in effecting meaningful change. So especially as we move to transform ourselves, we'll need you and your support with advertising and with outreach. And just as we'll be turning to you to help expand the reach of the Exponent, helping to grow and strengthen your own institutions and communities. We, like you, are on a journey. Yesterday and today, we've been here for you with a dedicated staff dedicated to journalistic excellence and professionalism. And this really is a team effort. And this is a shout out to the entire Exponent staff. And we have a